Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua. I'm going to be helping you guys with a little tutorial for Facebook. I know that Miss Elder is doing the news class, so I thought up a couple different things real quick. Wanted to show you guys how to do this in Final Cut Pro. Did I say Photoshop earlier? Final Cut Pro. Here's Final Cut Pro. I have some different camera shots. This is of an actual performance of the Alhambra Theater in Hopkinsville. This is Mr. William Turner over here in our, already pulled him into the sequence. Over here in our program monitor. This is the preview, this is the program. So William we interviewed about the Alhambra Theater. I'm going to skew this towards the news. This is not how it's actually going to look when I get finished with it. I'm doing a documentary, but you guys can see. Okay. What we want to do is, a lot of things, first thing you want to do is introduce your talent. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go over to the razor blade. We're just going to trim some stuff off. Now, if you go over here, you see that it snaps to that, the line, and then you can cut it. But it just cut the video, it didn't cut the audio. So what we want to do is Command Z to undo. That's a quick key. Command Z to undo. Then get the razor blade to where you want it. Hold Shift. See how two razor blades pop up instead of just the one? There's one razor blade. If you hit Shift, it brings them both up. And then click, it'll cut all the way through all of it. So then I'm going to select the other stuff and Command X, it'll delete it. Now, we need a title. You've got to introduce people you're interviewing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Title, Live Type. And if it's not all the way at the bottom of your screen, what you want to do is, actually I'll show you this. What you want to do is Function F11, or on your computers it actually is probably F11. I have a laptop, so F11, and it'll get rid of everything on your screen. Not get rid of it, but just move it out of the way so you can see your desktop. You click on your desktop, go up here to Go, Applications, and then it'll open up all your applications, and then you click on Live Type and open it up. Double click. You guys may have had this already, I don't know, but I'm just going to show you guys how to make a quick OTS, or what is called an over the shoulder. Now the checker marks means that you don't have anything. We're going to go over here to fonts, and I just got a text message from your teacher. That's kind of funny. Fonts, and pick out a font. They say that sans serif, or serif fonts with the little serif, the little ends, they say those are more for print. So we want a kind of a blocky font. So we're going to go with Arial, or my favorite, Helvetica, but it may not be a good proper news font. Helvetica seems to be pretty good. Hit Apply. And when you apply it, that means that you're going to have this one. Now, this is your sequence down here. This is where our title is going to appear. So we are going to go William Turner. And there it is. It only has it at 2 seconds. Now, the rule of thumb for news or for anything else is that the title has to be up long enough to be able to read it, or a good rule of thumb is 7 seconds. Now what I just did here is I pulled William Turner's title out to 7 seconds, and then I clicked over here, and what I did was hit O, and that means out point. So your out point is now set there. So it's 7 seconds and a little bit. William Turner is selected. I'm going to select all, and then right over here it should be on text. You can scale it down a little bit if you want to. And it all has to be selected if you want to click and drag it down. Or else, if only like 2 of them or 3 of them are selected, then you're just going to pull that one off, and you don't want to do that. So you make sure that everything is selected. There's William Turner. And his name wouldn't just appear, so what we're going to go do is go over here to Textures and Objects. Objects pretty cool. You have a lower third here. It's a template. Well, we're just going to go ahead and apply that. There's a lot of different stuff, but we're just going to say this is the one we want. Now it's not over here, so we have to drag it out for the length of the title. and it is represented by a dot up there. So if you select the dot, pull it down to where you want it, it covers it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab William Turner, pull him up above. Now, that's pretty snazzy. What else we're going to do is we are going to go back to fonts. Or let's go to live fonts. And we're going to, the live fonts are alive. They move. We're going to click this one, the Walker, apply to new track. And you guys are in Stephanie Elder's class, so we're going to make that an SE. And pull it over here. You'll see what I'm doing. I'm going to make a logo for the show. Now this is a walk up. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag it down to about half a second. Half a second. Now, all we did was it just walks up and it stops. We're going to hold that last frame. So make sure that's selected. Go over here and we're going to go to timing. Hold last, and we're just going to drag it out. Now it's not enough, so we're just going to click on hold last for 300. And that'll do it. Or 200. 200 will do it. Oops. And what that does is just after, it's going to hold that last frame, so it'll walk up and blam, there it is. Well, we're going to select it. Go down here. And there we go. There's going to be our logo. Now, the outer green box here is frame safe. The inner green is live type. If you're watching this on the 8th floor of the Fine Arts Building with that projector, you're probably seeing all of what is on this screen. So when we look at this, if you look at this on a computer, you'll be able to see everything. Ask Stephanie why that is. I don't know how to explain it to you, but television, this will be the correct title safe. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to text, and we are going to scoot that in just a little bit. The tracking is how close it is together, so we're just going to scoot it in together, and then the leading is if you have two different lines, how far apart they are. We're going to go back into objects. Let's see here. There you go. Go to apply to new track. I needed something circular. Oops. Undo. Take the blade and pull it out. And then what I'm going to do is I want to make sure Stephanie is on top of the blade. There's no significance behind this blade. I just wanted a circular logo. So there we go. So that looks pretty cool. Now what we can do is we can go to Style, drop a shadow on that, or we can do an outline if you wanted to. I don't really like the outlines. Outlines make it look cartoonish. We don't want to do that. A glow, that would make it look less like a buzzsaw there. So that looks pretty cool. Now you can change the color of this. Make it yellow if you want to, or pink. That looks awful. Black, turn it all black. Pick one out, whatever you want. Let's go green. That looks completely unlike any news thing that I've ever seen before in my life. Stick with white, why not? Alright, so there's your title. What you want to do is go File, Save As, wherever you want to save it. I'm going to save it on the desktop. Call it WT for William Turner. Now, while we are in here, we are going to delete William Turner. We're going to take the oval lower third, oval's lower third. We're going to create a square out of it. Bring it to the top right. Make it a little bit like that. Now, we're going to take the other two, shift to select both the S and the, okay, maybe not. Select both of both of these layers. I tried to. Screw it. Just select them, make sure they're both, put them up in the box. Okay, now the oval lower third, we are going to make it look like more like a box. We're going to give it a shadow, and we're going to give it a deep, heavy outline. Blur, about like that. Color. See if it looks good. No, I don't want as much transition. I want it to look more either white or black. Let's go with white because the Alhambra background is dark. Now we've just made a lower or over the shoulder. We made a lower third earlier. Save as OTS over the shoulder. Now, bam, quit live type. What you want to do is then go back into Final Cut, import files, find out where your two logos or titles are, and there you go. Double click on it to bring it up over here. Would find some other place to put it, you know, more significant, but it doesn't matter where we put it. Whoops, it's on the wrong side of his face there in our interview. So what we want to do is, it's not a big deal. We don't have to take it anywhere. Just go up to motion, or double click on it, bring it up into the preview, go over to motion, click on the center tab, drag it, and then drop it on his left side. And there you go. Now find our WT. There's his title. We're going to put that back here at the beginning. So we want everybody at the beginning to know what he's talking about. And there it is. This is a 16:9 HD file. So William Turner does not fall off of the title safe and whatnot. What you can do is, it's already at 222%. You go ahead and make it 3, let's go 275. See, that's still, you can still see some of that. On the internet, you'll be able to tell where the title safe is. And then we're just going to raise it up some. There you go, William Turner. So there's his lower third. There's his over the shoulder. Go to your beginning of your, if your teacher wants this, go to the beginning of your sequence there. Hit I. You got to click in here and then hit I. That'll mark your input. Go to the end of it. Hit O. That's your output. File, export using QuickTime Conversion or whatever she wants you to export it out as. And that is all you need to do for this. If you have any questions, just let me know.